Okay, so after a bit of creative time usage, I finished the Colosseum, where you have a scene where you fight one of those humans, and the guy's like, "Oh man, this dude in the robe said, 'Come here, and I'll give you a strong monster to use in the Colosseum.'" And we were like, "Okay, cool." And then you're like, "That was a fucking human." He's like, "You're joking." No, that was a human. Oh shit, we never would have put you in there against a human if we knew. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, I almost destroyed my entire reputation.
I'm going.
I don't think these are voiced.
It's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then...
Don't forget to turn any requests in. Oh, maybe it's tomorrow that those happen. Because these would be lit up.
Oh, okay.
Pardon?
Okay, I didn't realize I had to save on the I had to save on the 24th, not the 25th.
We gotta sleep.
Yeah. I thought it was the day of that everybody's like, "All right, do your talk," and then tomorrow we head out. Maybe it starts it at night.
Tomorrow is D-Day.
Yes. Oh, well, we finally have the Lords of Oceania and Montario on board. Both are rotten to the core, but all the same, they remain the sovereign lords of the principalities. Time is short, so we can't afford to overlook their influence and connections. We'll have them speak out against the rioting in the cities. It should help contain the situation, if only a little. Nice work, Batlin. Not the first time I've thought this. But I'm glad to have met you and to stand beside you now. I've always had a rebellious streak, you know. I was a fire under the church's heels, but as soon as I started feeling the heat myself, I'd relent. I was just avoiding confrontation, learning a bit too late that maybe I've wasted a lot of my life drowning in anxiety like that. But in the end, you did turn and face it. Yes, well, meeting you showed me what I wanted to be in this world. All those who struggle to deserve to know the truth and have access to information unfettered without slant or bias. I'm going to be a reporterman. The struggle, the anxiety is what causes Magla to swell up from the heart, and facing those fears is what turns Magla into magic.
I guess.
I wish people would learn that it's natural to feel anxious, not something to be afraid of. Right, but in the incredibly very tiny, absolutely minuscule chance that Luis uses his brand of magic or whatever he's got up his sleeve to turn me into a human, why, I'd rip my heart out of my own chest. Show him then and there I'd rather die than be turned into a monster.
Do it.
Careful what you wish for.
Join the party.
Let's not put that into the world. I only say it because I have faith that you'll save me well before it comes to that, Your Highness. Well, tomorrow's the grand finale. If you have any final things to say to anyone, best do it now. I'd hate for you to head to your big to-do with regrets.
All good.
Yeah, we might not get another chance. Why not spend time with someone?
Let's go see.
It's probably our last chance to relax like this. I suggest talking to everyone so you can push forward without regrets.
Maybe,
While you're at it, if you have any completed requests you haven't reported back on, tonight's the night. Yep, everybody. I'm going down the list. Everybody.
Woo!
First things first, Maria's here. Don't you have a big job tomorrow? You want to do the same thing that Papa tried to do that day, don't you? That's why I want to talk. Is this voiced? Please be voiced. It's not. Are you sure I'm not bothering you, mister? I know you're real busy and all. That's great. There's so much I want to talk to you about. The other day I played with my friends and we drew pictures with chalk in the alleyway. We drew lots of flowers and houses and... Oh yeah, one of the nice men came by to get food and he found a job. He makes plates now. And then...
It'll be fine.
You don't have to tell me all at once. Take your time.
Okay.
It's been a lot of fun, but now everyone in town's been kind of scary lately. They all seem really nervous and some of them have even been saying that a lot of people are going to die tomorrow. But I know better. Once you become king, everyone will be happy again. I've been telling that to lots of people, but they don't believe me. Some people even think things are going to get worse. They say a child can't get anything done, but that's not true, is it? Not with you guys by my side.
I see.
Right, then you have my support too, mister. How can I help, though? Oh, I'll talk to everyone. I'll tell them about a place we could proudly call home. Maybe everyone's feeling like I did before, like they've got nowhere to go, and everybody else is out to judge them or hurt them. Mister, you said you'd make a country without all that, where it'll be peaceful and kind and nobody cries. It'll be a place for everyone. If I tell people that, do you think they'll feel better? I think so. That'll definitely help. Okay then, I'll tell everyone as soon as I can, starting tomorrow morning. I want to do my best for everyone, just like Papa and Mister.
Maria?
Well, you're looking very happy, Maria. Anyway, don't forget about that thing you wanted to give him, okay? Oh, that's right.
I had already forgotten.
Okay.
Here you go, for you. Handmade charm.
Aw.
This.
I made it with Miss Fabienne. It'll make sure you and everybody else comes back safe and sound. Next time I see you, I'll be the king. I sewed it myself, stitch by stitch. It's kind of messy, but I tried my best. Don't look inside, it's kind of embarrassing. So these items, Maria was feeling embarrassed, so I reassured her and said goodbye. So these items are your New Game Plus. They increase the stats that you are generated with when using the archetype of the person.
Okay.
So like hers gives you extra, I think, magic and strength.
Neat.
Oh, +5 magic when using the healer lineage.
Okay.
And that's not an equip. That's just a thing. It's a passive now.
Okay.
So, just find
At last, tomorrow, we'll finally decide this once and for all. There's something I should talk to you about under the talk with you about under the circumstances. Perhaps you'd join me outside the gate. Words. We visited this place once before. I trust you still recall that time.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
You fought Redanth here.
Yes.
Indeed. And following our clash, he was taken into custody. Pains me to say the Grand Trad is still plagued by rampant looting and theft. I dare say the issue has only worsened without Redanth present. 'Tis the cause of the Crimson Sky. The fear has gotten to the people, and even the previously civically minded have gone mad. Fear is a cunning beast. It lurks within, fattening itself on our insecurities, and only bares its fangs when we're most vulnerable. We've all become its prey. I've put many beasts to the sword, and yet the methods for subduing this creature known as fear still eludes me.
Learn to live with it.
I think it's best to do as we can learn to live with it. Live alongside it rather than be gripped by it requires a fortitude that is most difficult to achieve. In the past, there were nights where it seemed all but certain that the beast would devour me whole. I put myself to blame. At times I shut my eyes to the world and fell into my own deceptions. I lived so many days in this manner, convinced I had found strength. Until at last I met you, fell in with your comrades, and came to know so very many people. It was only then that I understood I was not alone. I've come to depend on you, and expect a great many things from all of you. Would you believe me if I said that on some level this brings me some shame?
No.
In my eyes, you've undoubtedly grown stronger.
Indeed.
I fought so long to protect others, and now find myself with allies who shield me in turn. 'Tis an experience that had me realize that I could not accomplish alone, all that I could not accomplish alone. Those who seek to be sole vessels of power, such as Luis or Rodanth, their solitude offers them some strength, but it exposes a great many vulnerabilities. You protected me countless times when I believed it was my duty to protect you. I owe you the deepest gratitude, for without you I would not be able to fight as I do now. Our time together brought about an epiphany. I do not seek a one-sided fealty, but as a knight I wish to serve under a king who supports me as I do them. I'll always count on you.
I thank you.
You have my thanks. Beginning tomorrow I shall support you as the true knight of the king. I swear this to you, and as proof of my bond I present to you this. A knight's memorandum. Alsus bestowed it upon me when I first received my knighthood. In it, the will of a knight, perhaps one might call it a knight's soul even, is inscribed. Your reign will be a period of tumult. You shall bear a great many burdens that which bars your way until Fuck.
Jesus.
It's hard,
You
man.
got it. You can do this.
You shall bear a great many burdens, and that which bars your way will not be so black and white as Luis. Do you understand this? You shall face every single individual across this land who pushed their fears and anxieties onto people like His late Majesty and Luis. And many will not make an effort to bear their own anxiety again. They'll pretend not to notice until they can push it onto someone such as you.
All right.
I offer little in comfort except to say that you shall have allies like me by your side so to bear it all. I hope you'll never forget that. With our sense of trust deepened, Hulkenberg and I returned to the inn. We're doing a lot in one afternoon.
Yeah. It's a lot of talking.
Mm-hmm. On to stroll.
Last.
Go down the list, I guess. Hey, bud.
Last.
Why weren't you just already over here, man?
Now then.
Let's dig in. I asked Fabienne to go all out and load us up on extra special dishes. It's quite a grand feast. Tomorrow we battle Luis, do we not? We need to eat well and keep our spirits high. Fabienne, keep it coming if you would.
Huh?
What? You ate all the meat? I served more than people usually finish, too. Should I bring in another helping?
No.
Oh, this is more than enough. It was great, thank you. Tomorrow you're gonna fight, right? This feels like this should have been like a combined one.
Yeah.
Almost correct, Maria. We're gonna fight and win. Then this guy here will become the king and make this a good country. Good country. Country where no one cries. Yeah, so won't you cheer us on, Maria? Of course, I'll always cheer for you. Miss Fabienne will too, right? Naturally, we'll wait here with bated breath for their triumphant return, won't we? Be really fucked if we just lost. A good country. You know, Will, if I felt even for a moment that Luis's ideology had merit, I might not be in this fight. But we know that's not the case. He desires a country where the weak and the helpless are culled. Everyone would know and see that, yet do nothing. No one would benefit by saving such people. They would be written off as a loss, and yet the masses still support Luis. When did our country become so bleak? We'll help anyone in need. It started as little more than a clever campaign slogan, but thinking back, I think we all felt the power in those words. Still, speaking the words is easy, but acting on them is another thing entirely, even for a king.
Right.
You're right, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean I'm going to give up. And that's what makes you, you. No, I'm Will.
Got a moment?
Yeah.
Okay, we had a bit that we were thinking about doing where one day we just loaded this up and we had the P4 outfits on. And Stroll looks like you from P4.
Yeah.
That fucking bit was like, do I want to spend $6 to make this one joke?
That's all for the bit.
I didn't spend the money, but I thought about it. Okay. Remember, the inheritance my parents left me was all for the people of Halia. Oh, was all the people of Halia. Our people, our greatest fortune, are our greatest fortune. I'll never forget that. My parents were good lords, and the people of Halia love them for it. I truly hope with all my heart that this country becomes that and more. So I want you to have this. A crested short sword. This short sword has been passed down through the house Haliatus for generations. It's said to protect its owner. The fact that I've survived up until now is proof enough.
Hey.
No matter what happens tomorrow, win. Don't die. You must fight for the sake of the many lives of this country.
Be all right.
It'll be alright. I'll be there with you. Stroll and I shared a firm oath to each other, then finished our meals. Getting a lot of death flags from these guys.
Yeah.
Highs may it is.
What should we do? Finally.
So it all ends tomorrow. I could use some time to collect my thoughts. Would you join me for a bit? Let your boy take a drink, man. Tonight's drink is quite exquisite indeed.
Is it sake? No, it's just water.
Probably. Well, for us, it's tea. We're too young.
It's magic water.
I could use a drink. Apologies, you're not yet of age. Soon, perhaps. I do truly look forward to the day you and I will enjoy a drink together. Thanks, Bat Dad. It's been a long road, yes. But tomorrow we fight to decide the fate of the country. 'Tis a strange notion to contemplate. Previously, I used alcohol to blunt the edge of sorrow's blade. No, rather, it was self-administered poison which I used to hasten my own departure from this world. But as it graces my lips on this night, I find that the flavor has changed completely. Does it taste better now?
Yes.
Quite. As I think on the alcohol becoming part of my flesh and blood, it permeates that much deeper. Previously, it mattered not when I died, but now that I've dedicated myself to living for my son, I shall no longer await death, but I will endeavor not to waste life. Tomorrow, clutching all that I have left of him, I hope to witness the dawn of a new future for this country. That is my new purpose, the reason I rise each day. And so tonight I raise a glass and make a toast to my star of hope. Referring to me? Well, when I resigned to live out my days in that cave, who came to me with renewed hope in tow? Who else could it be but you? It's not just I whom you've inspired. In addition to my fellow villagers, and a great many people now believe in a brighter future, with only the common thread among them being you. Whatever darkness lies before us, I believe the ideals you herald will shine above many.
Surely.
For those who suffer and those who roam without purpose, those who are paralyzed by inaction, with that light upon their breasts, they shall step forward once more.
Now then.
Before we return inside, there's something I would like to give you. An Ashen Meteorite bracelet.
Hell yeah. This one goes on the left arm.
It's an amulet from my hometown, crafted from a rock that shimmers even in the total absence of light. Perfect for finding one's way. Parents often give them to their children, hoping that the amulet will protect their kin, when they cannot. Befitting of our situation, is it not?
Well then.
Now then, let us head back and prepare. An eventful day is ahead of us. Thanks, Bat Dad. I joked, but I actually mean it. Oop, that's the wrong one. That's the save. Yeah, let's save. Somebody did an art where they took the headband off and it was just
forehead.
Forehead back to here.
Yeah, I can see that. What a glamour.
Listen, she's beautiful minus her hairline.
Yeah,
Hey,
she just tries.
She wants to go somewhere. And so we went. Here we are.
hold on a second.
Tomorrow's the battle we've put our lives on the line for. I thought I'd let Rella and Fidelio know.
Why?
Why'd you choose the church? It was here that my sister lived and treated the sick. She saw that work as her atonement, but she saved so many lives in the process. Fidelio and Basilio were two of those people. She brought them back from the brink of death. Feels like ages ago now. Rella and Fidelio kept their emotions buried, deep, but the love they had for my singing was real, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
No.
Their love wasn't just limited to your voice. Wonder if that's true. Oh, she's crying.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes I think singing is all I amount to, and while I'm proud it made me self-sufficient, it can be a lonely way to live. I guess sometimes I just want to be accepted for who I am as a person and not just a pretty voice.
And
Why am I spilling my guts out like this?
Don't blame me.
I accept you as a person, Juna. Now hold on, you can't just say that with a straight face. I call foul.
You do exist.
Then again, you did make me a promise, remember? You promised we'd make a world where people could listen to me sing with peace in their hearts. And thinking about it, something struck me. Where would you be in that scenario? Listening from a faraway throne? Or would you be by my side? I'd been meaning to ask you that, but I keep putting it off. Your answer would feel like our story's end, and I'm not ready for it to be over.
yep.
So I'll ask you when all this is truly over, after the day of the hero and you become king, then you can answer me. We'll talk when it's over then. Thanks. Now I feel I can fight with everything I've got tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the performance of a lifetime, and I expect you in the audience, Rella, Fidelio. It's getting late. Let's head back. One more thing. I want you to have this. Hold it close so you'll never forget me. Flower used to represent fear and humiliation to me, but once you become king, I hope it comes to mean liberty. On this day, the country will balk at the very idea of innocent children turned slaves. It may not be easy. In fact, many may probably oppose it. But we still have to make it happen. We have to believe in our ideals and continue onward. You feel the same way, don't you? I hear the dog over there.
Yeah.
She ready? She need to go?
I'm not sure. Because I was just playing with her a little bit, so I don't know if she's just riled up or if she actually needs to go outside.
Yeah, she's vocal when she's got to go pee.
Yeah.
Judah and I went back together, discussing our hope for a brighter future.
She might need to. Save the country.
Yeah. God, we got so many more people.
This might be the whole episode.
Oh, this is probably the whole episode. That's why I was like, I know we don't have a lot left, but I don't know how much it'll be.
Yeah. Yeah, I say even if we run long, let's just get these talks out of the way.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to visit my brother before we fight. Would you teleport with me to Etria? I keep saying it wrong. I think it's Etria, but you say it so quick it comes out Etria. Brother. Sister.
Oh, you've returned.
Fuck. Visit my dear sister, and with Will in tow. Have you come all this way to see me? Yes, I need to talk to you at any cost. We told Adeni about tomorrow's decisive battle against Luis. Egad! Just fucking turns into a Britishman.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's finally the day, is it? Then allow me to take this opportunity to speak with you. Once you stop Luis and take the throne, what are your plans for what follows? Surely you don't imagine the book will close on a happily ever after. Your people will not be a monolith. Even your supporters who agree with you have varied expectations, and those differences will drag you down. All his enemies lurk in the shadows.
Right.
You're right. I have no choice but to follow through. You worry too much, brother. Will has us with him. No matter how thorny the path he walks becomes, we're all determined to walk beside him.
I see.
Good. If you're so resolved, I have nothing further to say. I pray that with every step you take, the path bears fruit. Listen for word of our victory tomorrow, brother. We're going to survive and will most certainly return to the island.
Now that you mention it.
Oh wait, I had something I wanted to give you. I'll run into the house and retrieve it.
Is it a glove?
Oh,
So I can always remember your hand.
that Yufa, always in such a hurry. She'll never change. I've been looking after her for a long time, but I'm thinking it's time to entrust that role to someone else. Oh no.
Oh, no. I guess we're getting married.
I guess so.
Thanks.
I mean, it makes the most sense.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Yufa trusts you too, actually. It's quite clear she does more than that. If you've been planting false expectations in my sister's head, I hope you know I won't stay quiet about it.
Fair enough. I will kill you.
I sense hostility from Adeni
Yep.
who's sporting a fake smile.
If you make her cry, I will find you, and I will kill you.
Well, I mean, I would probably end up killing him, but that would only make it worse.
Yeah.
Looks like you two are having a rousing conversation. Indeed, we were talking about the swarms of vicious man-eating sharks that teem the night seas. I was telling him if someone were to be thrown in, they'd die instantly. The adults told that lie all the time when I was a child. Bad children who lie will be thrown into the sea at night, they'd say. You're looking a little pale, Will. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You didn't... well, didn't you say you had something to give him?
This for yourself.
I do. Here, Will, for your hands only. A rippling shell.
Oh. Did you just go and find this?
This is the shell of a ripple snail. It's a good luck charm here on the island. If you hold it close to your ear, you can hear the ocean. Tradition says it contains a prayer for its owner to return home safely, just like how the waves return to the shore. Wives give these to their husbands when they head out to sea.
Oh, wow.
It's quite the gift. Oh, did I say their husbands? Shit.
We're getting married.
Anyway, let's get going. We've got a big day ahead of us. is this? Is this the cat?
One of those is the cat, and the other one is something else.
Sad Swing is the cat, and Image 9 is the our artist's Twitter.
The thing for the all right, for the
For the reaction
anniversary
images.
coming up on the 10th.
Yeah. Well, we just still have it up. Basilio.
I'll do it.
This is Adele. I'll do it.
I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna kill the son of a bitch.
Oh, he absolutely is. He's gonna beat the shit out of him. We could visit the ocean if you like. It wouldn't take a moment to teleport over.
I just crossed the ocean.
Yeah, and we're going back.
Fuck.
Fuck.
All right.
First time I saw the ocean, know what I said? God damn, that's the biggest pond I ever seen.
I mean,
Dell got a good laugh out of that one. Dell, Lady Rella, Vinka. Thought we'd always be together. Figured I'd already lived my life the way I wanted. Now I got some perspective on it. Though there's not much I never did. There's so much I never did. Somehow it never really hit me that I could die at any moment. Just like that, everything I am could suddenly end. Even after nearly dying as a kid. Real stupid, aren't I? That's normal.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I'll tell.
I think Dell wanted to stay by Lady Juna's side for the rest of his days. Never said it, of course, but I could tell. It was always in his eyes when he looked at her. He'll never see her again. And me, I'll never see Lady Rella again. Never got to tell her how she saved me, how I really admired her. Never told her how I felt about her, and now I never will. I once swore to you, right, that I'd help make a world where everyone could smile and laugh. Lady Rella, Vinka, and Dell, they were all tangled up in the worst parts of this twisted country, and they all suffered for it. This land runs on suffering, and somehow all its weak and meek ended up fuel for its fires. A crown on your head won't make that any easier to change.
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna fight for that change. We've got this, don't we?
Obviously.
Hell yeah, nobody's gonna keep us down. Nothing happens as fast as you want it to. Lots of people are gonna resent change. It's a scary thing, yeah?
Still.
Through the fear, if we're all wishing for the same thing, that'll be a force to be reckoned with.
to be wecking with.
To be reckoned with. Slow or not, this piece of shit world will change. I only start seeing the light from hanging out with you. So no matter what goes down tomorrow, I'm going to make sure that crown's yours. Actually, I've got another reason for being here today. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Here, just bought this. Take it. Golden perfume cream. Made of some rare beeswax or something, apparently. They say the scent brings good fortune. Lady Rella had it when she was fixing me up. Gave me a little dab on both cheeks. Said she hoped I could smile again. Hoped my luck would turn. A slum rat like me. So now I'm giving it to you, Will. Hope fortune favors you tomorrow.
All right.
Well, suppose we had better head back tomorrow. Fuck. Suppose we better head back. Big day ahead, yeah? I'm having a day.
Got him.
Okay.
Even so.
Here's one problem I have.
Mm-hmm.
When you spawn here, turn left. The first thing you're gonna interact with is the fucking igniter. You have to go over here to find Nurus.
Now then.
Well, tomorrow's the main event itself, huh? I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a chat before then. How about we go somewhere with a nice view? Quick teleport should do the trick. I like Nurus.
Yeah, he's a good character.
What a grand meteor shower. Like the sky itself is wishing you luck with a dance of stars, eh?
How poetic.
I didn't know you were such a poet. Well, I dabble. My real love sonnets are reserved for dragon crystals, though. Meteor showers are fine, but how lovely it'd be to have a rain of crystals.
Draw a picture.
I have mentioned dragon crystals to you before, haven't I? They're the remains of a great magical entity floating high up in the heavens. You sometimes find them crashed down in the mountains. We take those and process them for gauntlet runners. You see a semi-biological component. You see as. My dream was to fly to the sky and pluck one straight from the firmament. Was? Well, I have gone above the horizon. I've flown as if if I don't stop here, one day the crystals in the heavens will be within reach. But it makes me wonder. I've spent a lifetime honing my skills and stuffing myself with knowledge. I can't let myself be satisfied with flying alone, can I? Until now, all my research and projects have been for the sake of my dream. The idea of doing it for altruism or for public good, poppycock, far too abstract for my tastes.
I'm going to space, Will.
Metaphor 2, join me in space. We'll bring democracy across the nation or galaxy.
Nurse and Maria's journey to space. We're taking the orphans, Will.
But you gotta say it like a psych. We're taking the orphans, Will. We're going. This journey, seeing you all work for the people, for a better world, it's gotten under my skin. Burns in me like the same mad passion of my most ambitious projects. If an invention of mine helps someone out there, gives them joy, that's my part in changing this land, eh? It's just what you and your merry band do, tromping all over and helping all sorts. A change that happens one city at a time, instead of by order of some lofty authority. This world is full of inconveniences and irrationalities, what? Well, my lad, that's what I intend to change, one invention at a time.
Right.
You make your dream sound so cool. Marvelous, isn't it? Though I still have no idea what I'm going to invent, of course. Soon enough, you'll be crowned king, and that'll be that. But you do know the road ahead is only going to get bumpier, don't you? I imagine a grand title like your majesty would crush the very backs of most who wore it, and yet you're rather looking forward to it, aren't you? Ah, and that reminds me, there's something I'd like you to have. Dragon crystal specimen.
Oh.
The first dragon crystal I ever found. Just a shard, really. Not enough magic power to have any practical application. But when I picked this up, that was when my dream hit me. One day I'd go to the skies, and now here we are. I'll get you all to Luis tomorrow, no matter what. We'll make the impossible possible.
Hey.
You hear me, lad? Don't you falter now. Time marches. No!
Time needs to stop marching on.
We got, what, 5 left? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Katharina.
You know something?
Heard you're going off to face against that blighter Luis. Well, I for one think you have him whipped. Gotta say, there's something I want to tell you. Got a minute?
Yeah. Hey, just, hop on to the gauntlet runner today.
Come with us. Punch him.
Yeah.
Punch the god.
Do it.
Remember how I said I had something to tell you? Well, the educational program we founded is really doing aces.
Congrats.
Congratulations. I know you've been working really hard. Thanks. I do admit I got my nose to the grindstone a lot lately. Lady.
You okay, lady?
Just goes to show we can make a place for ourselves in the world without stealing and deceiving. You taught me that, you know? It was you who got my friends the opportunity to make a decent living. Some of them even moved to other towns and opened up shop.
What a day.
At this rate, I'm going to have to take up something new just to keep up.
What?
You thinking of pursuing a new line of work? Well, at this point, I'm done bounty hunting. I've been thinking on another thing. I once told you that we're allies fighting for this country. Our paths are different, but we got a common goal. I got a couple of thoughts running loose in my noggin. Actually, if you become king, I think I'll journey abroad. I bet someone in charge could use some intel from faraway lands. I could get that for you. King's gonna need all the help he can get.
Yeah.
Right.
That's perfect for you, Katharina. I'll be counting on you. And I'll find out what's good and what's bad and what's going on in the world and report back. We can solve the world's issues together. Word of warning, though, don't let this country go to the dogs while I'm gone. If everybody's not prancing around all merry like when I get back, I'll knock you a good one.
I'll hold you to it.
Won't much care to not see your ugly mug for long spurts, but better to make myself useful, I suppose. Gonna do what I do best, and the only payment I want is you watching over me. I'll let you think good and hard on what I meant by that. Well, sure. Proper daft. I'm out of here. Except for this one thing. There's something everyone made for you, so here you go. A wooden doll sculpture.
Present to you.
Read for your thoughts. They tried to make it look like you. Not bad by half, huh? Everyone brought their best talents to it. Whether it was carving the wood or painting those pretty colors, all that. If we could mass produce these dolls, it'd make a good souvenir, yeah? We could make a make it a Uchronia special item. They say dream big. Tomorrow's battle is only the first piece of that dream. So you better pull out all the stops and win. This country's gonna be ours for the building. I enjoy a lot of this cast.
Yeah. They weren't bad.
If anything, I would say the weakest, in my opinion, is Alonso.
Yeah.
But it's not because I don't like him. It's because it felt very jarring. It was, oh, I'm a super sneaky, stealthy manipulator guy. And then his mom dies and he's like, oh, no, I got nothing to live for.
And then he dies.
And then he dies.
And then not really.
And then he's back, though. He's fine.
It's a wild roller coaster, Alonso.
It's a roller coaster of emotions. Things have gotten quite interesting. I know you're a busy fellow, but you and I are friends. Could we talk elsewhere for a minute?
We're friends? He
He
used
said
the
the
F
friends
word.
word. I canned it to the very end. I can hardly believe it, and I dare say you've made dying for your sake quite worth it.
Thanks for doing that.
Any plans for resurrection? That depends on you. I'm currently planning on what to do after you become king. I'm certain it'll be quite chaotic in this country for some time. Firstly, we'll have the loudmouth chaps haranguing people, scoundrels shoring up sorted books by milking our muddled masses before anyone's the wiser. And of course, those scoundrels will have great political and financial interests. You'll have vultures lying in wait around every corner. Bring it on.
But interesting.
How very like you to say. In the end, what choice do you have? If you could pawn it off on someone else, best to buckle down and take it on. If you can't pawn it off. But don't worry, I'll not leave you to your own devices. Perhaps I'll enter the political arena, be your speaker of sorts. You'll have your political opponents in the years ahead, doing their best to drag you down, undermine your ideals, and line their pockets while they're at it. I figured I'd make use of the silver tongue of mine to uniformly dismantle their schemes and force their timely exit. That's reassuring.
Interesting.
I'll see all their ploys for what they are. A lie for a lie. Sick a bad guy on the bad guys, in other words. My nature has changed not one iota. I know the word.
Okay.
I was just double checking because I said my has not changed.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, that's not what it says. I'm a two-faced trickster who schemes upon and deceives others. But even I could truly glimpse the hope you aim to create in this country. So I'll use my lies to support you until the end. Surely these are the sorts of lies my mother would overlook. Yes. Oh, as an aside, because I did this off camera, I did the leveling to get everybody like the special weapons.
Yeah.
The best weapon for the trickster class is Joker's knives.
Oh, okay.
It's named Joker's knives.
All right.
I'm glad to have met you. Before we part, I have but one word of advice for my future king. If ever an enemy appears insurmountable, tell yourself this: my opponent is strong, but that's all they are. It's fine to fear an enemy's strength, but not let that fear consume you. Steel yourself and remember, the enemy is strong, yet I will prevail. Determination will be your power. Determination is all you need to break through. It's the weapon you'll wield to seize your tomorrow.
Well then.
And with that, farewell. I leave you both with my parting extolments and my toll for departing penitence. There's a folded envelope tucked underneath the shoulder strap of my bag. Inside is a silver coin I've never seen before, with an identical design on either side. I felt Alonso's candor, a man of many faces now unmasked. Reflecting on the strange way we'd met, I left the club. What a weirdo. Yeah, we're going long on this one. We're at 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We're almost done. We got 3 more?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Each one's taking like maybe 5 minutes.
And I had to sleep for like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
You've come.
Hey, Barden. You've come. I have.
Nice.
Happy you came to see me despite it all. You've come all this way, so why don't we have ourselves a wee chat?
Away chat.
The truth is,
Ever since the attack from the human, the townspeople have slowly but surely come around to participating in the security activities. I consider it a great welcome change, but you're tired. I don't think I've ever been so exhausted in my whole life. The security policies, the methods of self-government, all that needs buy-in from the people. All that needs buy-in from the people. We need everyone's voices to speak, but to both speak and be heard. The hope we can find is the hope is we can find a compromise among all the different opinions and then make a change. It's not easy leading such an affair, let me tell you.
It'll be fine.
You can do it, Barden. I know you can.
truly,
Thanks for the support, and you're no stranger to what I'm talking about, are you?
I have no choice.
A king chosen by the people will be different from any other king we've ever had. Every citizen will expect something from you, and you'll feel a duty to live up to that expectation. This country is made up of allied states with a major city as the capital of each state. But now they all exist under one nation. Each region has their own rich and complex history and cultures, the wishes of the people that are all so different. You'll be the king of all this. How do you think you're going to possibly hear all the people's opinions? I'll just ask them. Suppose my only option is to go around and solicit their opinions. Well, at least you got the right intentions, but considering your position and the number of subjects involved, it ain't the most practical thing. Here's what I think. A single king cannot possibly listen to each and every one of his subjects. However, if you look at the country like by region and town, you'll find people such as myself. And I can govern this town according to whatever your kingly wishes may be. I can collect my people's opinions and transmit them to you. So that way, the king and the people can have direct connection to each other. We just need other leaders to follow suit.
You're right, Barden.
That's a great idea.
Let's make the United States of metaphor.
Well, I believe you'll be a righteous king, and many others behind you do too. That said, some only follow whoever they think will come out strongest. Mayhap some follow you out of fear, just as Luis. You have a duty toward them just as any other, though, and no doubt you'll have days where you just want to run away. On those days, remember this. There are those who are determined to walk with you through the thick and thin. They believe and support you. They will correct you when you err, and little by little, you'll look back and see more and more people behind you.
Have a look.
Now that reminds me, the townspeople wanted me to give this to you. I love that he's like a Western-themed knight in a suit of armor, but his weapon is a katana.
Yeah.
I like that. We got a desert glass lantern. They fused glass with a sandworm husk to make this. It's a specialty household item unique to Martira. Everyone here makes use of it. In fact, they hope to make production of this major industry in Martira. Our artisans practice pretty hard these days. You just watch. My city's gonna flourish under your rule. Keep doing it. You'd think after 70 episodes I'd remember what button does what.
Nope.
Brigitte! I didn't think you'd come to see me at a time like this. Welcome. You've come all this way. We could talk as long as you like.
So,
Those Ujif children I took in seem to be regaining their spirits little by little. The grief of losing their parents and hometown is not easily buried, of course, but I thought enlisting them as my helpers might provide a welcome distraction. What are they helping with? I have no intention in putting such small children on anything dangerous. That's what I have you here for, after all.
Yeah.
I've been racking my brain thinking of functions for an igniter that would have no use as a weapon. For any lack of ideas of my own, I asked the children. It was like I opened a floodgate. Idea after idea, jet shoes based on wind propulsion, super brooms that clean the floor with water and wind magic combined. And then what? Well, I had to admit, applied practicality and their inventions would change people's lives for the better. They also suggested a pen that could write sparkling text and an instrument that could play itself. Of course, I asked what the point of these trifles could be, and their response? It'd be fun. In short, they're playthings. The thought took me entirely off guard. Their suggestions were worthless as weapons, but barely even sounded useful. But I could certainly see them putting smiles on children's faces.
Fair point.
Perhaps that's just what this country needs. Something good for nothing but a smile now and then. So you're going to sell toys?
That'd be neat.
I see now.
It does sound interesting in its own quaint way, but I have something broader in mind. Something not limited to igniters. Sanctism dominates this country in many ways. They profit over every destructive igniter sold, while entertainment and tools are simple utility are restricted. I'm going to change that. I'll make this country known for better products, tools for happiness instead of violence. You should talk to Nurse.
Yeah.
Put these two together on the job.
Yep.
Listen.
As for this country you dream of, you've not even set foot on the path yet. To look at the distance you must tread, many would advise against it, but I will walk it beside you. I know I can count on you. Just watch. Between my connections, my tech, and my business sense, it'll be a simple task. Will, give me your hand. Reaching out to someone without any sort of self-interested calculation. I haven't done this since I was a child. I was too scared. Yet somehow you make it possible. My dreams, my aspirations. Let this handshake be as entrusting them to you.
That wasn't too bad.
The smallest trinket of some sort was placed in my palm, entrusted to me. Brigida's brooch. Brooch?
Yes.
I would think brooch has an A in it.
I would think so too, so maybe it's brooch.
Personally cut and polished, I'll have you know. I looked for a magla crystal that gleams with the light, with the same clarity as your eyes. And wait, is it before or after I got the regular one eye color? Because I used to have heterochromia.
Right.
It's a meager little thing to hold, but I hope you can feel how heavy my wishes have made it. May fortune favor you. Don't die, Will. You are hope. For the children, for me, and hope is not easily replaced. I used to have heterophobia. Alright. I have to go 2 more. I can't teleport to him.
Let's go.
Found that out when I was doing this to run through.
Mm.
Now, where was I?
Told more about my final battle with Luis tomorrow. I see. So at last we've reached the final battle for the throne. Luis is a foe more fearsome than any you have faced. Do you truly believe you can defeat him?
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
I know I'll win.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Good. Spoken like a king to be. In striving toward the apex of all archetypes, you surely marked yourself worthy of rule. If you were to take the throne, that would thusly end my imprisonment under the last king's decree. I trust that you'll win. If you must, if I'm ever to know freedom again, however selfish a reason that is.
That's...
Any other possible king could free you just as easily, right? Even if they could, any other king might only condemn me as the past king did. I and those who believe in such ideals could be easily imprisoned once more.
How delightful.
To finally be allowed back into the world I've dreamed of. Ah, but under your reign, it will be a new world altogether. Perhaps you saw phantoms of my image throughout your travels, but that's all they were. Through all this, I remained locked in this prison. I wish I could travel the lands again, as I did in my youth. What extraordinary sights I would see.
Indeed.
First to the royal capital, Grand Trad. I would be content to watch the people go about their daily lives, then off to Brylehaven by way of Martira. That's a familiar path. So it should. After all, the tales of your journey have inspired me so much. I wish I could travel at your side. If the chance existed, no matter how slim, I'd take it. Though I suppose that's a dangerously insolent proposal for a king to be. Still, once you're king, if you ever decide to tour the country and or return to the road, please allow me to join you. Sounds good to me.
I thank you.
Thank you. To walk the country born anew, together with this new king, is like a dream. My heart bursts with anticipation. That reminds me, I'm sure it's far too early to prepare for our trip together, but let me give you this. The White Raven Quill.
What say you?
For all you have learned for graduating from your studies in academia, I award you this diploma. Let its white wings mark your flight to the bookish nest, from this bookish nest.
Hardly wait.
Now, once you leave this place, we shall remain apart for a short while, but I look forward to seeing you again.
Do make yourself at home.
No, I'm done more. Thanks.
There will be one more, because when I go to bed, Gallica does hers.
Right.
But we're going to stop this episode here, because it goes straight in.
Right.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow with, I'm going to say the finale.
Yeah.
I think we got it. The cutscenes are going to be long, but I feel like, because I'm not doing all the bosses, I'm going straight towards Luis.
Yeah.
So it might be the finale.
Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow.